Hey everyone, welcome back to your Reflections on Prayer groups. In the solo video for this session, we talked about the role of faith in prayer and addressed some of the problems of unanswered prayer. God asks us to pray in faith that we will receive the promises He wants to give us and pray in faith that He is able to fulfill our requests if He is willing when it's not a promise. This week we talked at length about grieving and how often quippy theological answers don't provide satisfying responses to those who are hurting. Based either on what you learned from the video or your own experience, what are some ways we can walk alongside those who are hurting? Watching God answer prayers over time is a positive way to reinforce our faith in prayer. That's why we encourage our life groups to write down prayer requests and revisit them over time. Can you share a time when God answered a prayer for you in a unique or surprising way? One of the ways I've found helpful to nurture faith in others and assess my own faith is to ask myself what lies I might be believing in any given situation. I'm a task-oriented person, so sometimes when I don't check off all the boxes for a day, I feel frustrated. Just the other day, I asked myself what lie I was believing that resulted in my frustration. I found that I was holding on to the lie that I couldn't experience joy apart from completing all of my tasks. What are some of the ways you can encourage another person in his or her faith? An important part of praying in faith is distinguishing those things that God promises from everything else, so that we know whether to put our faith in the fulfillment of a prayer or God's ability to fulfill a request. What are some prayers we can always expect God to answer? Your life group leader might have a few more questions for you before you wrap up. Please take some time together in prayer after you wrap up and pray specifically for those things you have learned as a group this session. Try praying for a few things that God has promised us with confidence that you will receive them. And try praying for some things you know God can accomplish if it is His will. And ask God to help you put these principles into practice for Him to start shaping and transforming you through prayer. See you in the next video.